Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. This is a soft cataract, nuclear sclerosis. In this case is about grade 2. I have taken up this case for phacoemulsification. Let us observe the surgical steps. By this time the main incision and 2 paracentesis incisions have been made. And now this is an air bubble. I want to stain the anterior capsule with trypan blue dye to demonstrate capsulorhexis. Here goes the dye. And now I always wash the dye out because there is some particles in the dye which should not get lost under the iris. The dye has been washed out, and now this is 2% hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose being used as OVD, ophthalmic viscosurgical device. And now in this case I am going to do capsulorhexis using a 26 gauge bend needle cystitome. Incise the capsule and raise a flap. Now I flip this flap and then guide this flap all around. Try to remain at a certain distance away from the margin of the dilated pupil and try to do a rhexis which is as round as possible. And here the rhexis is complete. This is not a circular rhexis, but this is a fairly acceptable capsulorhexis. And now this is hydrodissection. Fluid wave goes to the opposite equator. The nucleus is tapped. Some more fluid is injected and the nucleus is rotated. Now this is some more viscoelastic substance. Now is the time to introduce the tip of the Phaco handpiece. The machine being used is Oatley Cataracts 3, and here goes the tip into the anterior chamber. The capsule has been removed. Some superficial cortical lens matter is removed. The Phaco handpiece is turned, and now the bevel is facing the cornea, and this is mechanical job. Just bury the tip, support the nucleus and use the chopper to slice the nucleus. And grade 2 nuclear sclerosis, this case is you can hold the nuclear mass with very low vacuum. Should not press the foot switch completely in the aspiration mode. Just little bit press and support the nucleus and chop. And by this time the nucleus has been managed. This is cortical matter being used, removed by the Simcoe cannula. This is a 23 gauge, very cute, very small Simcoe. Yes, the cortex has been removed. And now a bit of polishing of the posterior capsule is to be done. Here goes hydro polish. Just use the fluid jet to polish the posterior capsule. And after this hydro polish comes hydro implantation. Keeping the antechamber formed with this irrigating fluid, we can implant an intraocular lens. But see what happens in this case. Here goes the lens, and I see that there's a huge bunch of cotton fibers which is entangling the optic of the intraocular lens. Since 3/4 of the lens already went into the anterior chamber, I have placed it inside the anterior chamber, the whole lens, and now I have no other way. I have to inject visco and remove these cotton fibers. I have asked for a Sinskey hook. With the help of this Sinskey hook, I'm pulling these cotton fibers from behind and placing it on the anterior surface of the intraocular lens. And now I take this Utrata forceps and pull the cotton fibers out of the anterior chamber. And then the trailing haptic is placed in the capsular bag by the Utrata forceps itself. And now is the time to remove the viscoelastic substance that has been used to implant the intraocular lens. This was a hydroimplantation, but to remove the cotton fibers, I had to inject visco. And now I am irrigating the viscoelastic substance with the 23 gauge Simcoe cannula. And now I take the irrigating probe of bimanual IA and irrigate for some more time to remove the 2% HPMC. Irrigation removes the visco better than just by irrigation aspiration. However, at the end I use irrigation aspiration together to complete removal of viscoelastic substance. And now this is a bit of moxifloxacin, and then the side ports are closed by hydration of corneal stroma on either side of these stab wounds. And now this is the final lavage of the anterior chamber. The anterior chamber is lavaged nicely. The anterior chamber is then formed and the case is concluded. Thank you very much for watching. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Be a great surgeon and serve the mankind with great competence.